Alright everyone, this is GTAraj here, and I'm here to show you my new favourite car is this thing right here, or one of my new favourite cars is this Ford Mustang. I was going to call it a Ford Focus, but no, whatever. I tried it, I was messing around recently with a Canyon event, where, a Canyon Trailblazer event, and it's like you need a B-class Ford before 2010. I just so happened to have this SVT Cobra sitting around, so I was like, let me do something with it. The SVT Cobra was just sitting around, and I'm like, why don't I do something with this? And yeah, because it had to be B class, I was like, let's do some things with it. I thought it would be fun to do that event with it, but I'm not going to do that because the event is a little bit too much right now. What I am going to do is enable race. See if there's any new road racing event. We have the Chihuahua circuit for rookies. Lookout circuit. I haven't even done that yet, so yeah. Plaza circuit and all of that. But we're only gonna do maybe one or two today. Also, shout out to channel members. Alright? Shout out to channel members. Their names will be posted somewhere on the screen. Alright. We're back. Alright, we're back. I think. Alright, we're back. We're now about to start this race. Now let's see who's in the starting grid. Look at all these B classes. Buick Regal, Ford Mustang 93, 2000. Same as me. Pontiac Trans Am, Buick Regal, Chevy Impala, Crown Victoria. That's our competition. Let's get started to it. This race might actually just go uncut. We shall see, my friends. We shall very much see here. We're passing number 7. We're now in 7th position. This is actually handling fairly well for a race. And it's not too fast. It's not too fast that it loses grip when you're turning or braking. Braking feels fine, in all honesty. So yeah, we just have to beat the fella that's in first. He's in a Buick Regal, I think. Which, in all honesty, this is where the rubber banding kicks in, and essentially, he's way faster than he should be. Now, people keep moaning like, there's no rubber banding, but there is. That friggin' Buick or Chevy or whatever it is very much proof of that. Because he shouldn't be handling like that. Unless he's at least got the best wheels, like the best tyre compound. And all that. We're probably not going to win this. It is a best of 3, so anything can actually happen. I'm just careful driving right now, but we are catching up. It's more likely that we can pass. Do we need to? No, because it's not a championship. Plus, we can also come back to this and kick his ass in at any time, so... I'm not even going too hard on the brakes either. My acceleration is fine. I do believe I have a custom gear setup on this. I could very well be wrong on that. If I am, oh well. It is what it is. But you know, making Forza videos isn't actually a bad idea. If I think there's something interesting, then I'll just fire up OBS and be like, hey, I'll start recording. I now have it set up for recordings now, so heck yeah. Come on, buddy! You appear to be in my possession, but now no longer. We'll do one more race after this, I believe. Or I think. I don't know why I'm using my streamer attitude for this. And across the line, there we go. Simple as. It really was simple. Yeah, this is our thing with anti-lock on, steering simulation, no traction, no stability control, shifting's automatic because I don't drive with stick shift. Braking lane or driving lane is braking only, tire and damage we have none. Simulation surprisingly doesn't net you any higher difficulty bonus, which is nonsense. And rewind doesn't actually do anything either, which is odd. So having these off, having these on should net you another 10% difficulty bonus. Weird. Anyway, on to the race. Go! Let's go! We're in 8th and we're going to slowly pass. This is another circuit race, so yeah, 3 laps, which isn't really a bad thing. We just have to catch up to the guys that are in front right now and overtake them without actually having to get pushed off the road ourselves. Because that's what that fella just did. I had that happen at one stage when I was playing this offline. Some dude rammed into me. He was an AI driver, and he rammed into me, and I went skating off the road. Mainly because my car was very quick, so I sacrificed grip for speed, which was a grave error on my part. So I went back and retuned the car, and the same thing happened again. I still had very little traction, even though I was using like racing slicks on this kind of track. Come on, come on. Okay. No rubber banding to be seen here. Just straight up me passing them. Like I said, I don't recommend going anything above the average. Like difficulty wise, you keep it average, you'll be just fine. You'll have a surprisingly good time playing this. Above average is fine. But like highly skilled, that's well, above average is alright when it comes to like rubber banding. It'll happen, but it's not as egregious as you might think. It's a fair bit more egregious than normal. Because rubber banding, don't get me wrong, it's annoying, but it happens at all stages of difficulty. It'll happen regardless. So it's something you have to deal with in this game entirely. Because Playground Games surprisingly cheaped out, or not surprisingly, unsurprisingly cheaped out by reusing models. Like this is just basically a more rubber banded Horizon 4, but in Mexico, and with a slightly different kind of paint to it. Basically, you'll get rubber banding at average difficulty. A fair bit more above average, but it's not as bad as you might think. It's dealable. Deal with it. At highly skilled and above, that's where it gets kind of annoying. Also, there is one more thing I'd like to show off in this race specifically. So we saw all those cars at like B class. So if we even highlight any of them. Unless they fixed it. Did they fix it? I think they fixed the bug. Okay, for context, there was a bug where if you viewed this race map here during a race and then highlight the cars, it would show their original configs. Like it would show their original performance index, score, and class. Which was off-putting and annoying, and I called it a bug because it's not meant to show that. It's meant to show their statistics when they entered this race, not before they entered this race. It's something a little bit on the weird side, if I'm honest. So yeah, and that's us winning. We just pulled a Charlie Sheen. We're winning. I have no idea how long this recording is going to be. So I might just do one more race. Hola, mi amigo.
You have won every road race at Horizon Mexico?
Wait, this is the last one,
I've seen
really?
you drive and learned a lot. Wait, every event?
Yeah, event.
Who's in charge of road racing at Horizon Mexico anyway? Me or you?
Might as well be me, because I'm better than you. So here's hoping my new setup for this works. So the way this new setup works, for recording at least, is that the game audio and microphone audio are recorded separately, and instead of being mixed into one track, which means if I have better control over my audio, so I can raise the volume of the racing stuff that's going on right now. Well, I botched this one up. My turning's not great. Yeah, I failed it. Alright, we're back and we're going to try it again. We're 862 yards away. We should have a decent amount of speed going into it. Whoa, someone's driving that Atom. I believe that's an aerial Atom that just passed me. I reckon. Right. Yum. Should be able to do this at a decent speed, in fact. Okay. I'm going to go into a bit of a concentration mode right now. New PB, what did we get? What did we get? 1 star, 2 star? 1 star. See, that's what I mean! And then it popped up at the bottom saying, you got 1 star. And it's meant to show you what you need to get the next star. But it didn't. That really jistles my chicken. New PB. That should be 2 stars, I think. Yep. What does it say? It still says the same nonsense. What the Alright, one more time to try and trigger what we need for the next one. Without having to look at the map. Literally, without having to look at the freaking map. UPB. Is it gonna show? Is it gonna show? UPB. Now it shows.